The subject is our philosophical treatise. The recognized book on Anand Marg philosophy is Anand Sutram. Usually, a philosophical treatise has four main sections. First, ontology, second, metaphysics, third, ethics, fourth, epistemology. But in Anand Marga philosophy, two more sections, in addition to the above mentioned four, have been added. They are first, psychology, and second, spiritual cult. In Western philosophy, there is no mention of spiritual cult because Western philosophers had no opportunity to learn such a cult. The main reason is that in the theological prevalent in the West, there is no concrete spiritual cult. According to general belief, psychology is a part of general science and should therefore not be included as a part of philosophy. Thus, psychology has been accepted as a branch of science in the West. But in Anand Marga, psychology has been included as a part of philosophy. Moreover, according to Anand Marg, the scope of psychology is wider than what is usually accepted by psychologists. Ontology. Anand Marg believes in monotheist. In common parlance, Ishwar, Bhagavan and Brahma are accepted as synonymous. But according to Anand Marg, they are not synonymous. They represent the different aspects of Param-Purusha. Brahma is the philosophical term and Bhagavan and Ishwar are the attributional expression of Brahma. Regarding Brahma, it has been said, Ananda Brahma. That is, Ananda and Brahma are identical. In Anand Marga philosophy, subtle line of demarcation between Sukha, happiness, and Anand, bliss, has been drawn. Sukha denotes a congenial mental state, whereas Ananda is a meta-empirical state of bliss, which overflows the mind. A state which should be called neither congenial nor uncongenial. The state of bliss is always above the scope of mind because it is limitless. The experience of bliss transcends the scope of mind and is concerned with the macrocosm. Brahma is the name given to the ultimate quality of happiness. Two aspects of Brahma, Saguna and Nirguna, have been mentioned. Shiv Shaktyatmam Brahma, that is, Brahma is the composite of Shiva and Shakti. The derivative meaning of Purusha is one who lies covered in the unit being, one who is devoid of any action. Where there is no expression, that aspect of Brahma is called Nirguna Brahma. And where there is expression, it is called Saguna Brahma. Nirgun and Sagun are two aspects of one and the same Brahma. They are not two different Brahmas. It should be clearly mentioned that Anand Marga is absolute monism. It is not dualism. A question may arise, how can Anand Marga be called monism when it declares that Shiva and Shakti are separate entities? The answer is that in Anand Marga philosophy, Shiva or cognitive force is both the material and the efficient cause, whereas Shakti or operative force is only the efficient cause. Shakti is merely subservient to Shiva. Shakti has no existence separate from Shiva. So we can safely conclude that Anand Marga philosophy is based on monism. The supreme entity playing the role of the controller of the quincal mental universe is called Purushottama. He controls all created beings and entities by virtue of his centripetal and centrifugal forces. In the cosmic cycle, the inanimate objects are called Sanstha. The living being Hansa Each and every Hans and Sanstha is moving around Purushottam on its respective axis. The closer the macrocosm feels to Parampurush, the less the radius between Parampurush and the macrocosm will be. In addition to Nirgun, Sagun and Purusha, a new concept of Tarak Brahma has been added to Anand Marg ideology. The philosophical interpretation of Tarak Brahma is found only in Tantra. Nowhere else. Tarak Brahma is a link between Sagun and Nirgun Brahma. Tarak Brahma is more a devotional concept than a philosophical one. Metaphysics. Anand Marg metaphysics is really unique and revolutionary. Metaphysics, as explained in the West, is not supported by modern physics. Modern science, while attempting to trace the prime cause of creation, has been upgraded to idealism above materialism. But facts of metaphysics are presented by modern philosophers are supported by materialism or extreme idealism. Both views are equally one-sided and unscientific. As the first cause of creation, Anand Marga philosophy conceives of the Guna Yantraka, the triangle of forces. We have already discussed that Brahma is the composite of Shiva and Shakti. Shakti means the sentient, mutative and static forces. The expression resulting from the triangle of forces is the cause of a great bondage on consciousness. In the first phase of movement of the cosmic cycle, the macrocosmic mind emerges. Due to the increasing static pressure on cosmic chitta, the five fundamental factors gradually emerge. Ether, air, luminous, liquid and solid. Thus, out of the cosmic mind arises matter. This aspect of the cosmic cycle is called Sanchara. Due to the further static pressure on the solid factor, there ensues an internal physical clash between the material structure which gives rise to unit mind and life. As a sequence to the origin of life and mind, there arise the living beings, the birds and animals, plants and trees, and in the final stage of evolution come the humans having a developed mind and complex body. This introversive phase of the cosmic cycle is called Pratisanchar. Thus, Anand Marg can legitimately claim to have solved many riddles of metaphysics. It has clearly stated that matter originates from macrocosmic mind and the microcosm evolves from matter. Spiritual cult. Thus, for all philosophers have remained completely unaware of spiritual cult. Although new ideas in the domain of philosophy have been added, philosophy has failed to establish its link with the dusty earth, and a philosophy which has no relation with the dusty earth nor with the children of the soil has no practical value. Philosophy is meant for the benefit of the human race. Anand Marga philosophy is unique in this respect. Anand Marga stands to implement its ideology in order to establish a coordination between philosophy and practical life. Anand Marga has evolved a spiritual cult on the basis of Tantra. Epistemology. According to Anand Marga, epistemology has two branches, para and apara. Para Gyan means knowing the supreme and reality beyond the scope of time, space and person. Apara Gyan means the knowledge within the scope of time, space and person which is ever changing. The means to attain Para Gyan or absolute knowledge is through the application of pinnacled intellect, Agreya Buddhi. And the means to attain Apara Gyan or relative knowledge is the pinnacled intellect plus circular approach. Now, psychology. We have discussed earlier that psychology and Manovigyan are not the same thing. Manovigyan deals with the origin and development of mind, its reactions and reactions, its influences, its consummation, etc. This noble edition of Anand Marg regarding the origin of mind is that the unit mind has evolved out of matter through clash and cohesion. Mind is the composite of Chitta, Aham and Mahat. Its different functional chambers. It has four mental states: Jagat, Jagrat, wakeful; Swapna, that is a dream; Susupti, that is a sleep; and Turiya, that is a transcendental. From a practical point of view, the mind is divided into conscious, subconscious and unconscious portions. Mind has 5 layers, kosas of existence: Kamamay, Manomay, Atimanas, Vigyanmay and Hiranyamay. The expression of mind, whether crude or subtle, depends upon the different kosas. The association of mind with external objects is established through tanmatraj or inferences. Tanmatraj are of 5 kinds: sound, touch, form, taste and smell. The tanmatraj are actually the expressions of material objects. The tanmatraj in the form of vibrations come in contact with the mind through the 5 sensory organs. The mind establishes its link with external objects through the inferences. Now, ethics. Anand Marga ethics is rudimental and universalistic. There are 5 kinds of yama and 5 kinds of niyama, whose very purpose is to regulate the external and internal behavior of human beings according to the highest principles. In Western philosophy, observance of ethical principles is considered the primary goal in life, but Anand Marga philosophy considers that ethical observance is the primary step towards the higher life. Niti or principle is not the goal of human life, rather it is a starting point of life's journey.